Well, it is Monday and I am back in the office. I was in between New Jersey and Pennsylvania today. I was in the morning. I was in Philadelphia. I was in Mercer County. I was in Trenton, New Jersey later on the afternoon. And then I came back to Burlington County in Mount Holly. So I was in three different courthouses today. Very busy day for our law firm, both in New Jersey and Pennsylvania. With that said, put out a blog article regarding leaving the scene of an accident. And this really came after the recent case of the Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver, Rashee Rice, who looks like he's going to be charged with leaving the scene of an accident. It appears that in this particular case, people were injured, so Mr. Rice is potentially facing some serious charges. He did retain counsel, who I don't understand why pretty much had a press conference where, now again, this can't be attributed to Mr. Rice because it's the attorney making the statement, but he basically admitted that Rice was going to admit to all this. And I don't really see the strategic reason for doing this. I know one of the ESPN or one of the sports reporters who is actually an attorney, Mike Florio, actually thought it was a great idea. And I just can't believe that he'd even make that comment being an attorney, because he's really not doing anything to benefit his client. Now, from a football standpoint, we're talking about touchdowns and yards and all that. For maybe the NFL will see this as some type of mitigating evidence, but in the legal realm, in the real world, that's doing nothing for Mr. Rice. First of all, it is making him civilly liable, and in addition, potentially criminally liable, because I mean, again, all this would have to be sorted out at a potential trial. But why would the attorney just come out and basically tell the world that Mr. Rice is going to take full responsibility when he hasn't had an opportunity to fully review discovery or possibly enter into negotiations with the assigned prosecutor, which could include civil reservations, which are very common in criminal cases? I mean, obviously, civil and criminal cases are very different. There's a different standard of proof. But for an attorney to come out and simply make an admission on behalf of his client is simply not, is simply the attorney not doing his job. And they've made an issue of this attorney who's also a state senator. It seems like he's been practicing allegedly for 30 years. I don't think he's really practicing that much. I get the sense that he's more of a politician, and perhaps that's the reason Mr. Rice hired him. Perhaps he has some alleged connections, or that's what he told Mr. Rice. But from a legal strategy standpoint, I don't see this being a proper legal strategy. So I hope, for Mr. Rice's sake, that his attorney has some plan, and perhaps he's already spoken with prosecutors and that's why he did what he did. Maybe I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt there, but again, not the way to proceed. I'm going to link in the blog article that I wrote on leaving the scene of an accident, the most common mistakes that we see. It is a felony crime both in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. In New Jersey, it's an indictable offense if a person is seriously injured or killed. In Pennsylvania, it is a felony offense if a person is seriously injured or killed. It is a misdemeanor if it's just property damage. But there are things you should do that when you are involved in an accident. The big thing is obviously not to run, but it's not going to make the case any better. But if you have questions, 215-755-9000 in Pennsylvania, 856-793-7429 in New Jersey. The website, gamboandlaw.com. As always, a tremendous resource for you and your family. All of my books, my blogs, my videos are available there in one convenient format. In addition, we have our weekly e-update, which goes out to over 4,000 of our current and former clients in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. This article was in our update. If you didn't get it, if you're not one of the 4,000 who received it, it's a fantastic article. It's some great information. But again, if you have questions, 215-755-9000 in Pennsylvania, 856-793-7429 in New Jersey. If you are involved in the situation, you do not want to hire an attorney who's going to come out and basically tell the world, basically, you did it. Again, I'm not saying that a person shouldn't take responsibility, but if you're hiring an attorney, that attorney's job is to obtain the best possible result for you. You are the client, not the public. That may sound cold. That may not sound like it's the proper moral thing to do, but again, attorneys are hired to give advice and counsel, and that advice and counsel is to put their client in the best possible position. from a criminal and a civil standpoint. And I don't know if Mr. Rice's attorney did that by doing what he did with regards to a public press conference. It's great for a politician, but again, in this particular case, it's not about the politician, it's about a legal problem that he was asked to help with. And as an attorney, I can tell you right now that what he did was not correct. So that's my opinion. Maybe other attorneys, including Mike Florio, have a different opinion, but I believe that he should have chosen a better course of action. So have a great day, and I'll talk to you all very soon.